What's up, people? We're a little late. Had to take care of the kids, get their dinner already, but we're here. Welcome to Under 1,000 Podcast. I'm your host, Gershon. This is GP Snakes. If this is your first time checking out the podcast, this is where we bring on. Actually, a podcast has taken on a little bit of a different meaning. This is where we bring on people under 1,000 subscribers and above 1,000 subscribers. We give a spotlight on the people under 1,000, talk to them. Hopefully introduce them to more subscribers, new people that may have not seen their channel yet. And we bring on people above 1,000 and talk to them and get to know them a little better, and also ask them how do they think they got over 1,000, get some tips from them as well. Also is a great way for me to network with people because I am an introvert and it gets me to have to go talk to people. So it's good for me as well, and I get to open up to the community, get involved in the community a little more, and make some connections. So that's also a positive. So if you haven't been on this before, that's the basis of the show. Let's say what's up to some people. Critical Constrictors, what's up? Essential Royals, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Before we bring on our guests, who you already know, let's go ahead and I feel I'm rushing because I was running late, but let's go ahead and say thank you to our sponsor for this episode. Boom. Yes, our sponsor for this episode is CODEX Reptiles. They are a ball python breeder. We also had them on an episode Under 1,000 Pod. You can go check that out. They have some amazing animals. I've talked to Jay sometimes throughout the past week or two. He's been paying forward to that. He also has a new merch line coming out for his reptile clothing line, so go check that out. He's also given us a promo code. If you put that in at checkout, you get free shipping on whatever you purchase off that line. Descriptions are in the description. Go check him on Instagram, Facebook, and you can check out his merch line in the description down below. I couldn't think of the right way to say it. But yeah, go check him out. Thanks for sponsoring the episode, CODEX Reptiles. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to your YouTube channel. I know you're going to start posting some videos hopefully soon, so looking forward to that. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and bring on our guest this week. Hello, Earl. How you doing?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Pretty good. Thanks for coming on the show. If you could go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, let them know what you breed and what else you might have.
My name's Earl. I'm with Lone Star Reptiles out of Texas. We do mainly ball pythons, but we actually have monkey tail skinks, red-eyed croc skinks, tegus, and then we do all the venomous here behind me. We mainly specialize in rattlesnakes, but we do have like the beaded lizards and Gila monsters as well. And then we have like Roscoe, Dakota Monday, and we have a brand new critter coming on Thanksgiving. It's going to be an African porcupine.
Oh,
his name is Turbo.
Turbo.
So you'll be seeing some videos on Turbo soon.
Oh, nice. So you have basically your own little zoo there, which I can't wait to come visit.
Yeah, we're steadily building. We're actually building towards doing something similar to that. We're going to have a big facility just for rattlesnakes, and then we'll have like a petting zoo with several different animals that you can come in and actually play with.
Okay.
As well as being able to visually see hundreds of different rattlesnakes in one facility.
Oh, nice. I mean, I'm gonna see the furry ones. I might not go see the venomous ones. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little scared of the rattlesnakes, but I'm pretty sure if I come down, you'll take care of me, make sure I'm safe, teach me what I
they're all
need to
in
do.
cages. They're all in cages.
True.
We won't take them out for anybody.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, that's good to know. Then I'm definitely there. I'll look through the glass. 100%. 100%. So if you're not subscribed, which I doubt you aren't subscribed to Lone Star Reptiles, make sure you go hit that follow button on their or hit that subscribe button on their YouTube. Also check out their Instagram and their Facebook. I don't think you're doing TikTok, huh?
I don't do Facebook either.
You don't. Well,
if anybody messes me on Facebook, I mean, I might get back to you in the next 3 or 4 months. I despise Facebook.
Okay.
Instagram and YouTube.
Instagram, YouTube, that's the best way to get a hold of Earl or see what he's producing this year. Because the ball python season, are you fully started pairing for the season?
We've started pairing quite a few. I mean,
okay.
I found a few locks today with doubles and triples.
Oh, nice
visuals. So, yeah, we're doing like I don't know, albino clowns, xanthic caramel clowns, xanthic caramel pieds. We got quite a few doubles and triples. I got some dreamsicle stuff going. With several codoms stacked in it. This year we probably have the most double visual stuff we've ever done. So
nice.
That'll be a really good season.
Nice. Lone Wolf Reptiles, thanks for coming through. Mayhem Reptiles, thanks for coming through. So on this show we ask a couple questions, get to know you a little better, talk about your YouTube and a little bit about your reptile journey. So without further ado, we're just gonna jump right into it. I got to get to the questions. I always don't worry about me, Earl. I'm always messing up trying to get to the questions. It's always like I thought I would have this dialed in by now, but every time I'm still like, where did I put this? I need to go find this. It happens every time.
That's all right. I'll screw up the answers here in a minute.
So first question, how long have you had your YouTube channel?
Probably about 8 years. The videos only go back 6.
Okay.
So I did videos quite a few years before I actually started posting the videos. I made a YouTube channel, and then it just sat there idle. And my biggest thing was when I did my first YouTube video, let's say, I listened to it and I was like, I sound like a country bumpkin. I'm not putting that up there. And I mean, I've got a heavy accent and I still sound like a country bumpkin. It's not going to make any difference. So but Brian Gundy pretty much pushed me to release that first video. And it took about 4 or 5 years of doing videos before we actually released the very first one.
Okay.
And, but yeah, 6 years of videos on YouTube, but about 8 years with the channel.
Okay. So somebody actually had to give you that push. That's it. That's good to hear. A lot of people are actually afraid to do that first channel or are not secure enough or don't feel confident enough to do it. But everybody does need a little push sometimes to get you to go like, don't worry about what you think people are going to think about. Go ahead and do it. If you feel excited about it, go ahead and do it. So that's good to know.
Well, I work in the film industry, but I work behind the scenes, so I'm never on camera. And so doing the actual videos was, it's not that hard. Because I understand what needs to happen, but still to this day, it's funny because I'll actually rehearse what I'm going to say before I go on camera, and none of that comes out.
That's one of the reasons why I stopped doing that.
Yeah, as soon as that camera starts rolling, dude, you're done. You can't remember. We did a video the other day. It was the stupidest thing. Kyle with TER Reptiles. He's a huge help to me over here. He's actually my camera guy now.
Okay.
And so I'm wearing a shirt that I wanted to do a shout out. All right, it's a brand new U.S. Ark shirt and has the big, red, white, and blue logo. And I started out. I said, "Hey, I want to do a shout out to," and I grabbed my shirt and I just looked at him and I was just dumbfounded. And so I yelled, "Cut!" Hey, we did it again. I did the same thing the second time. Just lost train of thought. It took the
Yeah.
third try before I actually remembered what shirt I was wearing. I mean, so
That's
yeah,
how it happens. It 100%.
and now once we get rolling, I mean, like
You
my
get
wife.
comfortable.
Well, my wife, when she's filming, like she filmed a couple of weeks ago in Chattanooga, and my mics weren't working properly, so I had dual mics on, one on me and one on Alyssa, and both of them switched over to channel A for some reason. I've never had that happen before. And she just happened to be wearing the headphones, and she's like, "Hey, cut." And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "All the volume's coming in on channel A, not channel B." And so I switched everything off. But so we bought the headphones just for that reason, so they can hear what's really going on, because otherwise, your videos are just crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as rehearsing stuff, I don't even do that anymore. It's not worth it, because I'm telling you, you can rehearse everything you want to say, and as soon as that camera starts rolling, you're done.
Yep. Mine just goes blank.
Now, we don't go in and edit, bloopers stuff. Once we're rolling, we're rolling.
Yep, that's what I start doing. Wherever comes out, that's what you guys get. Low Life Exotics, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Maine's Morph Creation, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Texas Belle Exotics, what's up? Thanks for coming through.
She's local here.
Yeah, she's local.
How you
She
doing,
was
girl?
on. She was on 2 months ago. Really great episode. Had so much fun with her. It was so much fun.
She comes and hangs out from time to time.
Okay, yeah, she's got some nice stuff too. She's growing up some nice animals. I'm really keeping an eye on some of the stuff she's producing. She's working. She's got the Monarch gene, so I'm a fan of both Monarch and Ultra Male. So I like them both, but I'm really leaning a little towards Monarch a little more. I like the darkness of the Monarch. But super excited to work with both of those projects.
Yeah. I don't work with Monarch yet. I'm planning on getting into it, but I do have the Ultramel stuff. But
okay.
They're both T positive, so
Yep.
I work with a lot of T negative stuff and T positive, so
okay.
This year you're going to start seeing, well, just like the Caramel's another T positive. The caramel gene is one that a lot of people haven't worked with in a long time, just due to the kinking issues.
Yep.
I've talked to Colette, and I have the TSK line caramel as well as the TSK Exanthic in my collection. So their line doesn't actually kink quite as much as some of the others. And
okay.
It also depends on how you're breeding them. So if you've never seen a Exanthic caramel, look it up. It's just an incredible animal, and we're hoping to hit the Exanthic caramel clowns and the Exanthic caramel pieds this year, which is going to make a rusty color snake, and it's incredible.
I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. Morph Nation Reptiles, thanks for coming through. Low Life, I don't know. Earl, are you going to St. Louis show?
Man, I'm not. So we've been doing a lot of traveling here lately, and I apologize. We're not going to make it. Matter of fact, I think we've got somebody coming here that weekend. So yeah, we're unfortunately we're not going to be able to make that show. We should be at Tinley for March, and of course we'll be at Texas if you're coming to Texas.
Okay.
We've been trying to hit some of the smaller shows just to try to get out and see people. Like we went to Chattanooga, Tennessee a couple of weeks ago and just hung out. It was a blast. That's actually where I bought my porcupine.
Okay.
So, yeah. it doesn't do me well to go to some of these shows because I end up coming home with stuff like that. But I've been trying to get an African crested porcupine for 10 years, and so
Yeah.
this is a big deal for me.
That was already on the plan. You just happen to be able to do it at a smaller show. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm not pushy about you starting YouTube channels or doing YouTube. I just like to see my friends do YouTube channels because they have nice stuff. And I know if I want to see it, the world wants to see it as well. That's all. That's all. And team both. Team both. I get it. Your team Monarch main squeeze. I get it. I mean, no. Main's more. But team both over here.
You know, this comment right here, he pushes with YouTube. I'm going to push the YouTube as well because here's the thing, guys. The only way to get your name out there is putting it out there. All right?
I tell people that all the time.
And, you know, so I know people that are making some really, really nice animals and they can't sell them because nobody knows who they are.
Yep.
And when I try to help, you know, get somebody started, you know, when somebody comes to me and you know, wants me to mentor them, the first thing I tell them is start a YouTube channel. Grow your YouTube channel with your animals so people get to see what you're doing along the way.
That's what I'll be saying.
I messed up and I didn't start my YouTube channel till way late. I mean, you know, fortunately for us, we got our name out there, you know, pretty fast. You know, one of your questions coming up is going to explain why we got out there so fast. But certain projects will boost you.
True.
And hitting all the shows. But YouTube is, guys, when I first started, we didn't have all the social media. And, you know, Instagram wasn't there. Facebook wasn't there. You know, Facebook was around somewhat. It was just getting started good. But, yeah, I mean, push the YouTube stuff. Because it will get you out there. It shows what you're working on. You know, it puts a face to a name.
Yep.
You know,
like I say, even if you're just starting out, you even haven't had any babies yet, you haven't produced any eggs, still show a YouTube. Do a YouTube. Show people the journey of you breeding. People like to watch that.
Just yesterday, I had a guy, you know, I said something about starting a YouTube channel. He's like, well, what do I do it on? I said, it doesn't matter. Show what you're working with. Show what you're growing up.
Yep.
You know, start now, and then as you produce stuff, you know, he's like, well, the most expensive snake I produced was $200 last year. Who cares?
Nope.
You know, still show what you're doing. I posted all the videos when I was making single gene Mojaves and pastels, and you know, and that's how my name got out there. You know, starting out. So. Yeah, just, you know, work that channel. Use the social media to help build, you know, you as a whole, not just your business or.
Exactly. Yeah, I've made so many friends through YouTube alone within the community, just watching other people, learning from other people. And that eventually had me, you know, connect with them, talk to them like, hey, I like what you did in this video. I was wondering why you did it this way. Or what can you tell me about that animal that you bought and you had an idea of it? That is how stuff grows. You communicate with people slowly, but surely you'll slowly get into the community more. But you also let people know about you and that you're very passionate about your animals. People can see that through videos. They can see that through posts. That's one way for people to get to know you a little better. And that will help you grow.
Absolutely.
Gray's Reptiles, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Hey, I just was like, hey, if you're going to do it, go ahead and do it. If you're going to tell me, don't tell me you're going to start a YouTube channel, because I will hit you up every other day, be like, hey, how's it going? When the first video coming out, let me know. Where can I go subscribe? I will try to support as best I can. I might not watch the video immediately when you put it out, but I will watch it eventually.
Well, you know, I'm not a YouTuber.
Okay.
You know, I go to all these shows. I don't do videos. We tried to do a video. Evidently, it didn't work out at Chattanooga. I went to watch the video, and there was no video there. So evidently she pushed the wrong button.
I've done that too.
Or took a picture instead of starting the video. But and I stood there and did a whole video.
Oh wow!
It wasn't recording. But
Sandra, thanks for coming through.
I had a porcupine in my hands, and I wanted to do a small video on the porcupine just to have some content from there. And we will be releasing a video from Chattanooga, but it's not going to be at the show.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we didn't get any video from there. I've done drone footage. I've been, I do a lot of drone stuff. So I did a video, thought I was recording everything on the drone, get home, and there's no drone footage. And most of the video was done through a drone, and that sucked. And we're just learning the editing side too. I mean, personally, I don't do a lot of editing, but splicing different video clips together and stuff, I'm just learning how to do all that, man. I'm 50 years old trying to get into technology, and it's not working real well for me. I promise you. I need a 12-year-old to do all my editing for me. That's what they're doing.
I mean, it is. I won't say I'm the best editor. I did learn as I went, but it's not. I'm not trying to be Hollywood editor. I'm just trying to cut some clips together, put a little music under my talking, and make it not blow your ears out when you listen to it, and you're good. Keys Constrictors, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Licka, nope. Lecca, nope. I said it right yesterday.
Lecca?
Is Lecca. And is it Lecca? Ledka. I think it's Lecca. I've been butchering his name from the beginning of him always coming in, showing support. I've been butchering his name. And I told him, like, hey, we're going to get on a live one of these days. And he told me, don't worry about it, because he made the name up anyway. So it's not his real name. So then I don't feel so bad. But I'm terrible at pronouncing people's names. I'm not going to lie to you. But he is good people. He has his own live. He does a real late at night for like 3 hours. Every so often I can catch him, and I have a ball listening to the guys talking and having fun. I'm going to join one of them one of these days when I'm not too tired late at night. Herb Collectors, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Let's get to another question. We just start talking. See, that's why I wasn't worried about Earl on this episode. I knew Earl would be a great person to have a conversation with and talk with. We have fun, but we're going to talk so long and miss the questions.
Hey, the last time we didn't talk much. All we did was eat.
We did. We did, and that was fun too. 100%. So let's hit another question. So what is your favorite codom and your favorite recessive?
Well, I mean, I think everybody knows what my favorite codom is. So the LSR Fire is going to be my favorite codom. I mean, it's my gene. We brought it over from Africa, and it was founded by accident. We actually didn't realize it was a fire. Thought it was vanilla until I hit my first super fires.
Oh, okay.
That was a shocker. I was looking for vanilla creams and hit a super fire. So that's how we originally found the LSR Fire. But so naturally, that's going to be my favorite codom. As far as recessive, man, I'm going to have to go with Clown. And that's funny because I hated clowns. When I first started, I've only been working with Clown about 5 years. And I blew it up real fast once I started. I just didn't see anything in the Clown that I really liked. At first, it was just kind of a boring gene to me. And now, we've got two genes that are going into the Clown, heavy, and that's the LSR Fire and probably the mahogany gene. I mean, because I love what mahogany does, and we're fixing to see what mahogany LSR Fire clowns look like. Hopefully this year. So, will be nice. LSR Fire into a lot of clown stuff this year. So, look forward to that. And here's another thing is there was a list for the LSR Fire. The list as of this year will be the last of the list. It's going away, Everything's going to be first come, first serve on the LSR Fire come next season. The reason for that is we're going to be producing a lot of it. And, you know, the list has been kind of a pain for me this year because I call people to get them in the project. They've been sitting on this list since 2018. And I have people say, well, I really want clown in it. Well, this is what I got at this point. So we're going to cut the list off. We're going to cut the list off, and it'll be first come, first serve. If you see something on our videos that you like, call us. Then don't wait 5 weeks because I promise it'll be gone.
Yeah, I'm definitely about to ring the bell because you told me that I want to try to get LSL Fire. I said that all wrong. LSL Fire into Albino, and you told me you're done with the list, so you're gonna have some available this year. So I definitely want to get one to try to get it into there because I want to work it into my Albino Clown project. So I'm super excited for that. So I definitely will be watching videos. I'm gonna make sure I got the bell rung so I know when you post videos. 100%.
There's a good possibility you can already get it hit for Albino this year. I'm not saying
okay.
It's guaranteed, but there's a good possibility.
Okay, that's even better. 4-3 final. What's up? Thanks for coming through. MKR Reptiles. What's up? Thanks for coming through. Okay, that's exciting. So Clown is the one that's really just started to grow on you. The one you're going to recess if you're going to stay with.
So I've been working with Venomous for over 30 years, and my wife, I don't even know where she found it, but she found the first pied and she showed it to me. And I was like, holy crap, I got to have one of them. And that's what got me into the ball pythons.
Okay.
And so early on, I just didn't see where clown was all that great to me. I mean, I seen a pastel clown. It was kind of cool, but we're talking back when pastel clowns were 10 grand still. I didn't see where it was all that cool. And then say 5-6 years ago, I started working with clown, and man, it's just incredible. So my wife just asked a question, how I got my first clown. So I kind of got mad at her because she went to a show and picked up 2 Pos Het clown females.
Okay.
And I was like, why would you buy Pos Hets? That makes no sense to me. And she paid like $125 for the pair of them. And they were both females.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a super pastel Het clown male, and that I had already had. So fast forward a couple of years, I lost one of the Pos Hets. She died, and just out of the blue, she was about 800 grams, just died. The second one, the very first egg I cut from her, I had a pastel clown. So the Pos Het clown that she bought, it actually proved out, and she made me eat my words on all that, but that's fine. It was funny. But that's how my clown project really got started. And then after, so I made a pastel clown, and I wasn't real fond of the pastel in clown. So I bought a blade clown from Wilbanks, and I put him to everything. I probably overbred him that first year, but I knew I needed to get clown into everything. And the mahogany stuff, that was another kind of a joke. I bought out a collection. The guy had this mahogany sitting there, and I told him I didn't want it. And at the time, mahogany was a dead gene. And he told me it was het for clown, and I was like, dude, I'll give you $50 for it. I don't want this snake. And I had full intentions of selling it. I looked up mahogany stuff, and there was really nothing that really stood out. And fast forward, got it up to size. I didn't even realize it was still sitting in the collection. I thought I'd sold it with some other stuff. And I seen it sitting there one day, and I thought, let's put a pastel clown to it and see what happens. And man, when that pastel mahogany clown come out, I was shocked. I mean, that is an incredible looking animal. So super excited. We did get into that. now, with the banana mahogany clowns, and we're putting mahogany into everything. So, but this year
Yeah.
is super exciting with the mahogany LSR Fire Clan. I'm really looking forward to hitting on that one.
Yeah, I am starting to expand the codoms. I actually like mahogany. Cypress is getting me excited. Wookiee, I'm starting to get excited for. I know I've been working my albino clown project so long that I kind of got a little tunnel vision. So now I'm raising my head up and I'm seeing some of these genes. I'm like, okay, I might need to get some of these other genes to put into the albino clown project. But definitely things are starting to pique my interest and I'm getting excited for it.
Well, I have nothing against the albino clowns, but here's one of my issues with it. And you're going to run into this real fast, you'll see. But once you start working with Xanthic and albino, you kind of lose everything we're seeing in these animals. So you take 5 or 6, codoms and put it in albino, you're going to lose all that. And lavender albino, you're actually pulling more color in, but regular T minus albino is tough. I mean, I think albino. I did a caramel albino sugar clown years ago, and it was a beautiful animal, but unfortunately it was kinked, and I sold that project off. I don't even remember what line of caramel that was, but I produced one animal out of about 40 that was not kinked. And so I just got irritated and got rid of it. And I said I'd never bring it back, but like I said, I talked to Colette and seen what she was doing with hers, and I decided I wanted it back. And we're moving forward. But the thing about it is when you put that into, say like the Xanthic, it turns it like a rusty color. So we can add to that rust. Where with albino, it's just so hard to add to it, because you've taken so much away already. So just be careful, when you're doing those projects, do it slowly. Don't stack 4 or 5 genes in at one time, because you're never going to see what you're making.
Yeah, my plan is to go with darker genes into the albino clown project to work with that contrast, make it pop more. I think that's gonna really like black pastel, black head. I think that's really gonna make it pop. But I also still am working with lavender albino as well. I'm starting that lavender albino clown project up too, because I like the way they look in clown. Lavender and albino, I like the way they look in clown. So I'm really pushing that. I just really like it. I don't know what else to say. So I know it's going to be harder with lighter genes into it because that's not going to pop as much. So I'm very wary of that and be real selective in what I put into the albino clown and what I might have to just pass on. But I still work with other projects, Desert Ghosts, Pieds, working on clown Pieds as well. Fingers crossed I think we're on day 45. In 10 days, I'll be cutting a clutch where I possibly can make clown pied yellow bellies. Fingers crossed it does happen. It's a long shot, but we'll see.
Well, you talk about getting lavender into clown. So I just, we're breeding this year. We're doing like the mahogany clown into dreamsicle. I'm doing a yellow belly dreamsicle to an inchy lemon blast clown. We're doing a lot of clown into the dreamsicle stuff. I think there's about 7 pairings total. It's nothing but holy grail stuff. But we're stacking 4, 5, 6 genes into them, codoms. So I'm looking forward to and it's not, that I'm after one certain thing, I want to mix in, everything all at one time.
Exactly.
Super high odds, but, one of the pairings is going to be like 1,024 to 1 odds, but that tells me I still have a chance to hit one. So
exactly. That's the gamble. Hey, you got to go for the gamble. F&A Balls, what's up? Thanks for coming through. CODEX Reptiles, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Thanks for sponsoring this episode. Main Squeeze Reptiles, what's up? Thanks for coming through. You're in St. Louis right now? Where? I didn't know you were out there. Oh, okay.
Hey, Main Squeeze, that just reminded me of a story I wanted to tell.
Oh, go ahead.
I had a phone call this evening, and this is probably one of the weirdest phone calls I've ever had. But so I had a lady called me, and she asked if I had any rat snakes, and I told her no, that we had ball pythons here, and she said okay and hung up. And so about 20 minutes later, I get a phone call, and I recognized it was the same number. Mm-hmm. And so she asked me, she goes, well, how much are your ball pythons? And I was like, what are you looking for? She goes, well, I need an adult that I can turn loose in my attic to catch a rat. and she's telling me how big this rat is. It's like huge, like a colossal rat. And I said, well, ma'am, you're probably going to need about a 7-8 foot snake to catch that rat. And I said, and the thing about it is, that's the worst thing you could ever do is put a snake up in your attic.
Yeah.
But they were very adamant, and they said they've tried everything else. And I finally talked them into getting a big rat trap, screwing it down, and setting the rat trap up there. Because they said they've tried traps. They've had people come in and, try to trap this animal, and they just drag the traps off. I said, screw it to the one of the studs up there, set the trap, and call it done. Then you can't drag it off. But yeah, wow. They wanted to buy a snake to turn loose in their attic to catch a rat. I've never heard anything like that, man. That's wow.
That is wild. I've never heard anybody think that they could just put a snake in the attic in here to catch a rat. Cuddle Time Critters, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Yeah, where's so you, instead of having one animal in your attic, you want to release two animals in your attic that neither one you can control per se, and hope one eats the other. But then you still have to go find that snake.
Well, and then as big as the rat is, they're going to have a berm or a retic up there. And I told them, I said, the chances of that retic falling through your ceiling is pretty high.
Yeah.
Damaging. I can just see you sitting down for dinner or going down to bed and the snake fall out of the ceiling right on your bed or something. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That is, I'm going to have to make sure I go follow your Instagram because I have to keep an eye out for that. That's a nice pairing. Oh, wow. So do you work with G-Stripe at all?
I do.
Okay.
I've got lavender. I got 2 pairings for pastel lavender G-Stripes right now going.
Okay.
And hopefully we hit the pastel version and not just a lavender G-Stripe, because the pastel makes it look so much better. Some things pastel works really, really good in, and some things it's just not.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Some that's what you start to learn. Certain codoms really work with certain recessives really well, and some not so much. It just muddies it up. So it is a trial and error. You see what works, you see what doesn't work, and then you adjust.
This Keys Constrictors there says, why not buy a cat and not feed it? Well, evidently nobody's really seen the rats in Texas.
First of all, why wasn't the first call an exterminator? Why is that not the first call? Get a professional that deals with pest control. That would be the first call.
Have y'all ever seen the high-powered air rifles?
I've seen those.
I sit in my backyard with one of them high-powered air rifles shooting a 2,000 PSI shooting rats in my backyard. That's how big the rats are.
Oh, wow. Wow.
They come in from the fields, and we sit out there and play target practice with them.
Oh, wow. I'm not used to rats that big. That's too big for me. So let's go ahead and hit another question. What camera do you use to make your YouTube videos?
So that's funny because, we have a little of everything here.
Okay.
I shoot Nikon for the most part, but to be honest with you, this is what we use. An iPad mini, external lens, and a wireless mic.
I'm going to go ahead and give you a solo screen so people can really see that.
All right, it's a Gen 4.
Okay.
It's a Gen 4 iPad Mini, and external lens, wireless mic.
Nice.
I don't have the people that actually know how to use, the DLSR cameras very well,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to shoot myself. So we've stuck with the iPad Minis, and they work out really, really well. As long
Hey,
as you have a Gen 4 or better, it's shooting 4K. So
that's the thing I tell people. They always, oh, well, I don't have the right camera. You have a cell phone, right? There
well,
you
so the
go.
iPad Mini, you can pick one up, a Gen 4 on Amazon. They're like $300. Maybe, I mean,
Yeah.
this one was a little more because it's souped up, but uh, still, I mean, you can buy one for $300 or $400. A decent DSLR camera after lens and everything. I mean, you can be up in the tens of thousands. Uh, this is a D7500, excellent camera, for shooting this. But by the time you put the lens on it, you know, the lens, I think this camera was like $599, and then the lens is about $1,200. To do
Mm.
really good quality videos, and it just gets really expensive real fast. So, what I'm going to tell everybody just starting out: get an iPad. Use your iPhone. We don't use iPhones, but you know, iPhones work really well as long as they're Gen 4 or better. And
Yep.
all the new iPhones are going to be way past Gen 4, so they
Mm-hmm.
work great, and they're easy to upload off of. You know,
Yep. I do all my stuff. I shoot my videos, upload my videos, my thumbnails, answer comments, write my description, all through my phone. So it wouldn't. You don't need the latest and newest camera to make videos. You can make videos out of almost anything: cell phone, iPad, tablet, webcam. The whole point is you just doing that video. And as you get better at it, as you get more comfortable, you can upgrade your equipment. You always can upgrade later. But right now, the hard part is starting. Once you get started, you get comfortable, you get used to it. So I tried to get people just to start.
you got to understand that these cameras. I mean, I know people that have had cameras stolen right and left. Dropping them. And when you're doing the
Mm-hmm.
videos yourself, you're trying to hold this thing out here, and
Yep.
they're heavy. Uh, I you put a decent lens on here. I don't know what this lens is I shoot with all the time. It's in my wife's camera bag, but uh, it's probably, oh, it's a heavy lens.
Yep.
Um, then we got, I've got everything up to like a 300 or 400 fixed. I mean, I used to do still photography, and I love still photography. Uh,
Mm.
I was a little behind the ball when it come to video, and I've got D3s, D5s. We've got the nice cameras. It's always been a lot easier to work with these iPads. So
Yeah.
a cheap starter kit, you can get that external lens to give you a nice wide angle. You can do fisheye, you can do macro
Yep.
lenses. I mean, I've got several different lenses we use on that iPad, and it works great.
Nice. Angel, thanks for coming through. Uh DNA, thanks for coming. I think I didn't click the button. DNA, thanks for coming through. Yes, he has an icon. Yes, I do thumbnails on my phone. I do everything on my phone. Everything, my whole YouTube channel, from my banner, thumbnails, everything's on the phone. I edit on my phone. So yeah, I 100%. You can there if you need to, you can do everything on your phone. You can do it on a computer. There's so many ways to do it. Speaking of which, actually, we got a comment on our tip of the week. So let's go ahead and check it out. So, tip of the week is where I put up a post on my Instagram, Facebook. After the podcast is over, you put your tip down, whether it's related to YouTube or reptiles. And our tip of the week this week is 2 + 2 equals 3 plus 3, 3 plus 1 equals 4. There's more than one way to get there. Do what's best for you. 100%. There's so many different ways, as they say, to skin a cat. Do what works for you. Either cameras, cell phones, iPads, whatever works for you to be able to do what you need to do that. Thanks again, Peace and Pets. Go check out their Instagram and their TikTok. They're killing it on TikTok. I'm gotta post some more videos on TikTok. But thanks for commenting. Appreciate it. There's so many different ways to do stuff.
I'm not even sure what a TikTok is.
Don't get on it. It sucks so much time out your day. I'm sitting there. It's basically Instagram, but just videos, quick 15 to 20-minute video, 20-second videos. It sucks so much time out your day because I'll get caught up in watching people do funny stuff on there. Don't look it up, Earl. Don't put it on your phone.
My daughter got me a Twitter account one time.
Okay.
Like, what the hell's a Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter is a whole nother monster itself. I don't even understand Twitter.
Yeah, I'm old, man. I don't know this stuff.
Oh, wow. So let's go hit another question. So, do you breed or buy your snake food?
Well, so I've been buying rats for 18 years. And I do breed ASFs. We're actually going to be switching everything over to ASF soon.
Oh, okay.
So I think you're going to see a big trend in ASFs in the next couple of years. You're going to be seeing a lot of people switching over to ASF. We feel they're better for the animals.
Okay.
And man, I tell you, I've had no issues. I've had snakes on ASS for 6-7 months. Throw rats in there, they eat them just fine. Go right back to ASF, no issues.
Okay.
We're not seeing the problems that everybody seems to think there is, and this is not just coming from me. I mean, I'm working with, several people all over the country, doing the same tests, and we're not seeing where they have any problems getting stuck on ASFs. We'll start anything that I have that I'm keeping, I start on ASF.
Gotcha.
Anything that I'm going to sell, we're starting on rats as of right now, but shortly that's all going to change. We're going to go over to ASFs. We'll put them on hold on a second, my battery is fixing to die. I forgot to plug this thing in. See, I'm old, man. I forget things.
Hey, I've done it too. I've done that too.
This computer doesn't get used all that much, so where's the end of it here?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more people use ASS. I know
you're hearing about it more because people aren't scared to talk about it now.
Yeah, that too.
You got a lot more people actually putting the information out there and showing that it's not hurting anything. And also, if you are breeding rats, man, rats stink.
Yeah.
Rats and mice, I won't do it. I've had several people start breeding rats for me, and then they get tired of it because they smell so bad. I buy all my rats now, but I'm tired of spending all the money. And so we're doing really good with ASS. We're actually starting 2 facilities for ASFs. One we're going to sell out of, and one is just for my animals. And so we're looking forward to getting it up and going. And we're going to be doing, with people with allergies too. The ASS, they're not near as allergenic. So,
okay.
And it just, to me, it's a lot better, meal for the animals. I mean, think about it. The animals in Africa, where our animals come from, they eat ASF. They don't eat Norwegian rat in Africa. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I can understand that. People are being more vocal about it and being more open about using ASF so much and feeding their collection ASF.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've talked to a lot of people all over the country that have been doing it all along, just hadn't said nothing.
Yeah,
There's a lot more
because
ASF use out there than people realize,
there
but
was
it's
that
starting to.
big there was
Yeah,
that big
it's
thing
starting to come
about
out now.
it was that big thing that once you get on ASF, a snake get on ASF, they don't eat anything else, which has been debunked. We have
Yeah,
animals go from ASFs back to rats, back to ASFs just fine with no troubles. Um,
I will say this: if you're doing just mice, for several months, you're probably going to have a problem.
yeah.
Because they can get hooked on the mice, but I know a lot of mousers. Like I've had a couple mousers here that I get them started on rats, and then they want to eat just mice. If they're a mouser, they're out of here. I won't keep them, and
Okay.
I'll send them to somebody else, and they'll start them on ASFs, and they do just fine.
Okay.
So
I know who was it? Levance from Straight Fire says he has mousers and he just feeds them mice. He just feeds them 3-4 mice at a time. Like, hey, that's what you want to eat. I'll let him eat that. Uh, and I realized like, hey, you got to feed your animal what it eats. If this is
I,
what it's eating, you got to
if
feed
it's
it.
a male, I don't mind feeding mice. But I'm not going to breed mice, and I'm not going to buy mice anymore when I've got ASFs here. So, like today, I had a couple of small animals that were having a hard time getting started. So I actually bought some mice this morning. Come home, they still wouldn't eat them. I threw ASFs in there. Guess what? They ate them the first try. I, you know,
Mm.
so I just tossed the mice over the fence to my possum and let my possum out there eat them.
Mm. Mm. Wait, I heard you say possum. I didn't register that you said possum. So you have a possum too?
Now the possums are wild, but they come in my
Okay.
yard. They actually have babies in the yard. And Angel, okay. So here's the thing: it's not they're not illegal if they're frozen thawed. Now I'm not a big advocate for frozen thawed because I hate it. I think that's crazy. But one of our facilities, we're going to be breeding for the frozen thawed rats. So we're going to be selling ASF frozen thawed, all
Okay.
over the country. So they're legal as long as they're frozen. But you're absolutely right. In most cases, they're on the down low because they are illegal in certain states.
Yeah, I definitely know a couple people that will like them, but they're illegal for them to have to be able to breed. They can get them frozen, but it's illegal for them to breed it. Um,
I want to answer this here too. So
okay.
it says, I feel when you're breeding your own rats, you have control and quality of the food. So I actually have the control of the quality of the food going into my animals as well. Uh, I buy rats, however, I bring them home and I feed them. I gut load them very well with fruits, vegetables, all the vitamins and nutrients that I want in my animals before I feed them to my snakes. So not only
Okay.
do I buy the rats, and I spend a bunch of money to make them what I want, and
Okay.
you know, so it's actually cost me a lot more money to do it this way. So, I do like black soldier fly larvae, which is 100% protein, calcium for my rodents as well. So yeah, it's been, you know, I put a lot more into my animals than a lot of people realize, and it gets
Oh,
very expensive, and that's why we started breeding the ASFs, and we're going to stick to ASFs only.
yeah. That I didn't know you did that. I know some people who do gut load their rats before they feed them. I didn't know you did that.
Oh man, we've been
That's
doing
a,
that for years and years. So
okay.
here's the thing, everybody with lizards, they buy their little crickets and dubias and all that crap, and they gut
Yep.
load them. We breed dubias too. I have like 200,000 dubias, and we breed our own roaches. I've actually hooked up with a farm to get all my black soldier fly larvae. So I actually sell black soldier fly larvae live and freeze dried. Uh, so there's a lot of things that we got into for doing what we're doing. When do I expect to be selling ASFs? We're working on getting this facility up and running as soon as we're going to be doing videos on this facility. We'll be going down to Houston and doing a video on the facility and letting people know when they're going to be available,
Okay.
and what sizes and all that,
Mm-hmm.
and shipping cost, to anywhere in the United States. But yeah, everybody wants to gut load their bugs, but nobody, not a lot of people think about gut loading rats. And
Mm-hmm.
even if you're breeding your own rats, if go to a local fruit market around you. I'm hooked up with one now. They call me every 2 or 3 days to come pick up anything they have that they're getting ready to throw out. I mean, we just graded up a pumpkin, and I gave it to my dupias, and they're going ape just bananas over that pumpkin. So there's so much stuff, and in most of these fruit markets, if they charge you anything, it's like $5 a box. Mine doesn't charge me
Yeah.
anything. Well, like
Oh.
the porcupine that's coming, he eats nothing but fruits and vegetables. So there's free food for my porcupines.
Yeah.
And it's free food for the rats. We've been just, we throw lettuce in there, apples, bananas, whatever we get, we throw in with the rats, and it just basically gut loads the rats, and then you get them nice and full of fruit, vitamins and nutrients, and then throw them at your snakes. And we
So
noticed
how
a
does
big
that?
difference when we started doing that.
Okay. Oh, okay. That was just about to ask you, how you notice the difference in the rat's behavior and the way the snakes digest them?
Yeah, we just see, your colors pop, and
Okay.
uh, the snakes grow faster. And of course we have our own diet, a rat diet too. I have a mill that makes all of our food, and we sell rat food here as well. We were using a mill out of Alabama, and most people will know this name, Tucker Foods. And I've recently quit using them, and I went to a mill closer to home. Says we use vanilla extract too. Uh, yeah. uh, so the vanilla extract was, I learned that from Brian Barczyk years and years ago, 14,
Mm-hmm.
15 years ago. But I was having a hard time with a snake, taking its first meal, and Barczyk told me he should put a drop of vanilla extract on the back. And so I tried that, and then it worked. And I never thought twice about it. I thought everybody knew that trick. And I guess just last year, I said something about it on Billy's podcast, and everybody called me, told me I was full of crap, and then all of a sudden everybody's finding out that it works.
uh,
I'm not saying it's 100%, but it only works on babies, though. I don't understand why it won't work on an adult, but we've tried it and it just doesn't work.
yeah, I got two girls that I've been assist feeding for going on almost 4 months now, and they just won't take a meal by themselves. Tried the vanilla extract. I've done mice, African softers, rats, live, frozen. I've done the thing where I smash the head in so the brain is kind of leaking, so they get that smell. Nothing. I don't know what's wrong with these two girls. Their jaws are perfectly fine. I just have to get the rats or prey item head in their mouth, and then they'll grab it and wrap it, but they will not strike and grab it. I don't know what's going on. I'm keep
There's some
trying.
snakes. There's some snakes that won't strike. I mean,
I've
I've
tried.
seen that before.
So I've seen that. I've had a girl where she would only eat frozen thawed, and I would have to just leave it in her tub, and she would slowly go eat it. They won't even do that. If they did that, I'll feel okay with it. It's that I have to help them get that meal, and that's why they still are here. They might stay here forever if that's the way they eat. Unless I give it to somebody that's just for a pet. But right now, I'm just trying to see if I can get them eating on their own. I did try. So Keys Constrictors told me about this. They use was it pork? They use raw pork. Have them eat a piece of raw pork. I tried that. They ate the raw pork, but they didn't go eating on any of prey items on their own. So we're back to square one. Um, They did 2 meals with raw pork, but then didn't go back. They ate those just fine too. So I don't know what's wrong with these 2 girls, but I'm gonna keep working with them. Hopefully, figure it out soon. Hopefully, because they're nice. They're 100% het clown females, so they're not super expensive animals. But I produce them, and I like to make sure any animal I produce, I take care of as best as I can, and make sure they can thrive. So that's what I'm trying to do. But sometimes nature has other plans, and it's out of your hands.
Yep.
But yeah, let's get back to these questions. So we talked about the rats and you breeding. You're going AFS with everything. That's also with your rattlesnakes too.
Oh, I've already got all the venomous over to ASF. That was
nice.
was the biggest hurdle, is to make sure that the venomous would eat ASFs too.
Okay.
And every single rattlesnake we have, I mean, I've started babies on ASFs. So
nice.
The Tegus eat ASFs. Roscoe eats ASFs. I mean, everybody eats them. So yeah.
you good to go. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So what do you use to edit your videos?
We use Wondershare.
Okay.
Wondershare is actually one of the top rated, programs, and I really like it. I've been working with Wondershare for, I haven't been editing videos all that long, so probably 3 or 4 years. But I started with Wondershare. I tried the iMovie and I couldn't stand it. Anything to do with an iPhone, I can't stand. I hate iPhone. So I'm on a Mac computer right now. Go figure. But this is about the only thing I know how to do on my Mac and run my website. I can't edit on my Mac yet. I'm trying. I'm learning. But Wondershare, it's one of the best software programs out there as far as I'm concerned.
Wow. I've never heard of it. I gotta check that out. I've never heard of Wondershare.
Porcupines eat fruits and vegetables mainly.
Okay. Like I am really I can't wait to see the videos on the porcupine. I saw the picture you posted on Instagram. I was like, oh, look at that thing. That looks good. Question though, where did you come up with the name Turbo? That's what I want to know.
Well, so we were trying to figure out a name, and I had Ton Jones on the phone, and my wife sitting right beside me, and so we were trying to figure it out. I got online and I looked up names for porcupines, and that was kind of stupid. But so I looked up names for hedgehogs, and I was going through one of the movies, Sonic the Hedgehog, and one of the names was Turbo. And as soon as I said Turbo, both Ton Jones and my wife said, "That's it, Turbo." And so that's where the name Turbo came from. Okay,
nice. Flexing Pythons, thanks for coming through. Brent, what's up? Thanks for coming through. That's my work friend. He says he's gonna always come through and put a snake on there and say hello. So I appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate it. Elliot, what's up? Thanks for coming through. So yeah, that's I definitely gotta look up that program. I don't know. I like the program I use, but I might be moving to something else just to try some other things out. I use KinMaster. Is that what it's called? Yeah, KinMaster. Like I said, I do it on my phone. So I just like having the ability to edit anywhere I am, because I always have my phone on me. So I'm editing videos sometimes at work, or sometimes when I'm waiting to pick up my kids, or I'm either editing a video, putting the description up for a video, making a thumbnail. So I have it always on my phone, so I could do it at any time. So that's always great to do. I
do all my editing on the laptop, on one or the other. I'm learning on the Mac, but I have an old Acer that I do most of my editing on, and then I do all my thumbnails on my phone. I've got a program that does pretty much anything. It'll do backgrounds, it'll do whatever.
Yep.
Couldn't tell you what it's called, but I'm pairing my pastel yellow belly times chocolate Mojave with good locks. There you go.
Yeah, it's good. I want to get chocolate too. I like chocolate. That's starting to grow on me.
I got a really nice chocolate inchy clown that I'm gonna be pairing up this year.
Oh my goodness,
Uh,
that's I will be looking out for that because I like inchy. I'm trying to put inchy in almost everything because I love inchy. That's my favorite codom. Inchy clowns are amazing now. Inchy chocolate clowns. Do you have a picture of that on your Instagram? I need to check that out. I want to see what that
uh,
looks like.
I may or may not.
Oh, trust me, I'm about to stalk your Instagram and look for that picture.
I,
Even if
I
it's up.
I'll send you a picture of it. You can shoot it up on the screen. Uh,
Okay.
the chocolate
Amazing
inchy
feeders
clown
for
is an
you.
amazing
Thanks for
clown.
coming through. Yeah. I've been seeing what JKR's been doing with chocolate clowns. Miguel's got chocolate clowns. I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong. Osmond has chocolate clowns, I believe. He's working on them. It's definitely popping right now. Um,
I
it's
I like the chocolate stuff. Man, at first I stayed away from chocolate, and
okay.
uh, man, is that the only picture I have of this thing? Surely not.
Taz, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Okay.
Yeah, I really like chocolate, man. And at first I didn't, and it's just another one of them genes that took me a little while because chocolate was a dead gene too, and
Yeah,
we're starting to see a lot of these old dead genes come back to life, and chocolate's
very
one of them.
true. Very true. People are starting to think outside the box with them and putting them into stuff, um, and learning new things about them. And that's the thing. There's so many different genes out there. There's no way we're going to be able to make everything, and there's still genes being found. So try to be as creative as you can. If you see somebody going one direction with one gene, try to go the other direction and see what you can make. That's one of the things I like about breeding ball pythons. There's endless possibilities of things you can make. Um, it's all up to your imagination. Just thinking outside the box, thinking what two things might not go together, but then when you put them together, they look amazing. That's the fun of it, to see what you get in that egg when you put two genes together or five genes together and see what happens.
Yeah. Did that just? I don't know if that just went to you or not.
Let me
Uh,
see. No, I haven't got a text yet.
uh,
Mm-mm. Let's say my chocolate Mojave was bought as a female, but it's a boy, so I'm gonna make a female of my own. Hey, I've never had that happen. I've had it happen the opposite way, where I bought a butter and I bought him as a male, turned out to be a female. Um, I've never. That was the only time that I got a snake that was missex, and it does happen sometimes. Usually, if the person you bought it from is okay with working with you and like, yeah, that was my mistake, I'll make sure that gets fixed, no problem. But if they're kind of a dick about it, then that's not good customer service, and you just don't deal with that person anymore. But yeah, sorry that happened to you. Hopefully, you can make some female chocolates real soon. Some female chocolate Mojave soon.
most
Uh,
underappreciated gene. What do you think the most underappreciated gene? I mean, I'm gonna say special because there's still not a lot of people really working with special. I mean, it's starting to come out a little
true.
more, but special's a really cool gene, and I think you're gonna start seeing a lot of really really cool stuff with it. Uh, you know, the gold blush stuff. Anybody knows Brian Gundy? it seemed like the gold blust Mojaves and stuff. I'm working with some of the gold blust stuff now, and it's going to be incredible what it does.
Yeah, I've seen
What was
somebody
that
ask
last?
about that.
What was that last
Uh,
comment? I missed it.
he said, him doing it Lone Star, keep it up. I just appreciating what you guys doing over there.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and hit our last question. Well, at least my last question for the night. If you got any questions for Earl, go ahead, put them in the chat. I will try to get to them. But last question I have tonight: what is your dream morph to make?
Man, I don't really know. I don't know. I think I want to, working with the
There's
LSR fire stuff. We want to get a lot of stuff into that. But I tell you, the Dark Wonder albino, that's probably the one I'm after the most this year. I've got 2 pairings for it, and we're hoping, that it hits a red snake. I mean, we're taking a very melanistic animal in the Dark Wonder and putting it to an albino.
Mm-hmm.
We actually had a couple eggs went bad last year with that same pairing, but we only had 1 pairing of it. And one of the eggs, when I cut the egg, we'd cut them outside because I'm not crazy enough to cut them in my facility. I knew it was going to be a rough smell. But one of them was white and one of them was pink, and they were a few weeks early. So I'm not saying we're going to hit the red snake, but I'm not saying we're not now. It's pretty promising that it could be. So Kyle with TER Reptiles was here when I cut them, and I'm telling you, it's pretty promising. So looking really forward to that. And then the Dark Wonder Pieds, if we can make the black and white snake like the pandas, but add the iridescence to it, because anybody that's made a panda knows that super black pastel, super cine, they're both iridescent, but as soon as you put them in with pied, it goes away. So everything that we put the Dark Wonder to, it adds the iridescence to it. So hopefully when we take it into pied, it'll stay there, and we can have that solid black and white snake with the iridescence. So anything with LSR fire though, and then that Dark Wonder project, I'm really excited to be working with, especially this year, we're doing a lot of stuff with it.
So are you going to have any Dark Wonder animals released this year?
We should.
Okay.
We should be making lots of visuals this year. I haven't released anything because I've only been making hets all this time.
Yeah, I can understand
now we
that.
finally got het females up to size, and we're going to be putting a lot of stuff back to each other, and so hopefully we hit some really cool combos. I thought we were going to have some Dark Wonder Clown stuff this year. I've got 4 females, but I don't think either one of them are going to be up to size. I mean, I've been kind of pushing them, and I'm just going to back off and let them grow at their own rate. I mean, because it's not worth, killing an animal trying to get to a project.
True.
It can wait another year.
True.
But the Dark Wonder albino is probably the most sought after project I'm doing this year, and I've got 2 pairings for it. So.
Okay. Nice.
Really excited with it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on that. I slightly been following the Dark Wonder project. When you do post about it, I try to go watch videos on it. It does look very interesting. So
I don't actually sell dubias because we need so many of them for all of our animals. We just breed them for ourselves. At this time, that's not saying we won't down the road, but other feeders such as the black soldier fly larvae, here's the thing, guys. You don't have to dust them. They've got 70% calcium in them, 100% protein. They're awesome bugs for our critters. And throw them in a refrigerator. They go dormant, so they last you a while. And lastly, I can get you the size you need, not a mixture. So my farm, I get small, medium, or large. I'll ship them to you in whatever size you want. If you want mixed, we can ship them mixed. But I ship them directly from the farm to your house.
Okay, there you go. TNT Boss, thanks for coming through. Oh, really? I'm gonna have to. You have to send me some pictures of that. Uh, I would like to see it myself. 'Cause I know you're working on some nice animals too. I just seen you had a lock today too. What was it? I can't remember. But she's producing some nice. She's working on a lot of quadruple hets right now. She's got.
Just so everybody knows, the Dark Wonder is a recessive project. It's not a
Yep.
codom. So
Yep. That's gonna be very interesting once I start seeing more of that and start getting it out there. Do you really think it's gonna be? You have a real strong feeling that it's gonna be a red snake if you get the Dark Wonder to albino.
here's the thing. So years ago, and I forget who done it, but they took a melanistic boa, put it to a T negative albino, and they produced a kind of orangish red snake. So
Okay.
that's why we went the way we did with it. The red snake's out there, guys. I mean, it's elusive, but it's there, and somebody's going to find it. And if this just happens to be the way we hit it, then so be it. But if it is, I can see it going, Dark Wonder albino clowns, and I'm going to take it all the way. So
Yeah, got to. So if you haven't, go ahead and hit that like button. Apparently YouTube likes it when you hit the like button. So I like that YouTube likes that you hit the like button. I say like way too many times. Well, go ahead and hit that like button. Greatly appreciate
like a valley
it.
girl from California.
I knew somebody was gonna say it. I didn't think it was gonna be you.
I know that because I'm originally from California, so I know what it's like to be in the valley.
Yes, I remember the Valley Girls 100%. But yeah, so Earl, thanks for coming through. Greatly appreciate it. Is there anything you want to promote? Tell people to look forward to besides that porcupine? I'm excited to look forward to the videos on the porcupine.
No, guys,
anything
just go check out our channel, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Yes,
we're trying to grow our channel too. I don't do I don't do giveaways. I don't do stuff like that. I started doing that stuff early on, and I just chose not to because, you get a bunch of people jump on your channel just for the giveaway, and then they jump off as soon as the giveaway is over. So, we produce really nice animals, and we put the content out there. If you like our channel, stick around, man. You're going to see a lot of cool stuff coming.
Okay. Oh, so they need some black spiders. Or I said spiders.
Yeah. Give me a call. My phone number is 817-213-7575. You can call me anytime. If I don't answer, I will call you back.
No problem. So before we go, let's go ahead and say thank you to our sponsor for this episode one more time. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, sponsor this episode, CODEX Reptiles. Go check them out. Ball python breeder. Links in the description to their. I might have not put their. No, I put their YouTube, Instagram. They're on TikTok. He has Facebook. He breeds ball pythons. He's gonna have some nice animals coming this season. He's picked up some nice animals, so he's gonna be breeding some nice stuff. He also just launched his new line of his merch. Go check that out. A lot of nice designs. He put on a promo code, so use that promo code at checkout. You'll get free shipping on any merch you buy. All that's in the link in the description down below. Go check that out. Thanks again for sponsoring the episode. Greatly appreciate you, CODEX Reptiles. You also go check his episode. He has episode, I think it was like 3 weeks ago. Great episode. We had a ball. Thank you for sponsoring. So thanks, Earl, for being on the show. Mom, what's up? I see your hand. What's up? I am working on coming for what is it? February. The reptile show in February. I'm working on trying to get things situated so I can come down there in February for that show, the Arlington show, and then hopefully come hang out with you guys. That's the plan. You told me I need to come, so I'm making sure I get on top of that because I do want to go to other shows out of state. So I'm really looking forward to that site. I'm very excited. Very excited.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I do want to push the black soldier fly larvae though. If anybody's interested in them, give us a call because I mean we'll ship them, anywhere in the United States. So
Yeah.
And they're awesome for your animals. I mean we use them for our roaches or for our rats. I feed them to the red-eyed croc skinks. I mean anything that'll eat bugs eats them, and you don't have to dust them with any calcium powder. That's the awesome part.
Okay. So go ahead and shoot that number one more time.
817-213-7575.
All right.
And if you go subscribe to our channel, I put my number out on the end of every single video.
Yeah, it's on the videos. I'm pretty sure it's on your website. I've seen it on your website. So if you didn't get the number, go hit the down in the description below, hit Instagram. That should take you to the website. YouTube will take you to the website. Or you just put in Lone Star Reptiles and it'll take you to the website. You'll find a number. Get those you contact Earl and figure out which feeders you need. He can ship them out to you. Also, if you're in Texas, you can contact Earl and come by for a visit. Go check out the animals. That'd be a great time. Because you have a whole a visit. I don't even know how to say it. You do tours at your place, right?
We do everything by appointment only. You call, make an appointment, and you can definitely come out. We're probably going to have a house full of visitors tomorrow.
Okay. So if you're in Texas, definitely call Earl. You want to make an appointment, go see some of those beautiful animals, and learn some nice stories. Because Earl's got stories. We were talking yesterday. We were on the phone for almost 3 hours just talking, having a ball. So definitely go make an appointment and see Earl. Thanks again, Earl, for coming on. Greatly appreciate it. I'm so just had a ball when I first met you. You guys just made me feel so welcome at Tinley. You and your wife / my mom made me feel so comfortable. Greatly appreciate it. Can't wait to come visit you guys. I'm so happy to meet you and get to know you, and I consider you a friend now. Hope you feel the same way.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
My child always, my
child. You hear that?
Hey, I hear you, Ma. Appreciate it.
She has a lot of kids in this industry, brother.
I am glad to be one of them.
I'm starting to be called grandpa by all the young ones now. So.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. Hey, age comes with wisdom, and you got a lot of wisdom to share.
It's Mama Wren and Grandpa Earl now, I guess.
All right, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming through. Greatly appreciate all the love and support you guys show me. Thanks for being in the comments. Thanks for hitting the subscribe and like buttons. Greatly appreciate it. I will have a meal time tomorrow, so check that out Saturday. Not sure what time, but I'll see you guys Saturday. Thanks for coming through, and yeah, that's it. Appreciate it. Everybody have a good night. Take care. Talk to you guys later.